In this video, find out what are the healthiest types of carbohydrates you should be eating and why all carbohydrates are not created equal. Hello everyone, my name is Mike Cola and I've been a personal trainer, a gym owner, and nutritional coach for over 25 years. And in this video, we're going to be talking about why all carbohydrates are not created equal. Why some carbohydrates are so much more healthy for you than other carbohydrates. So first I want to talk about what these healthy carbohydrates are called. They're called resistant starches. Now resistant starches are exactly what they sound like. They're actually resistant to digestion. Okay, so for example, when you're eating a typical carbohydrate, like a piece of bread, maybe just a baked potato, there's about 4 calories per gram. When you eat a resistant starch, it's not really 4 calories per gram. You're only digesting about half the amount of calories, only about 2 calories per gram. So one of the first benefits of eating resistant starch is that if you're interested in controlling your weight, you're only going to consume about half the amount of calories and still get that same satisfaction. Okay? One of the other tremendous benefits of eating resistant starches is that since they're resistant to digestion, they're not digested in the small intestines like other carbohydrates. For example, when you ate like a typical like baked potato, a normal carbohydrate, it's digested more in the small intestine. You get a spike in glucose. You know, glucose, the sugar from the potato, goes into your bloodstream. The body produces insulin, to store that sugar if you're not going to burn it, right? Then, that whole insulin story. I've done many videos about insulin and about carbohydrates. If you followed me before, you know that I think a moderate to low carbohydrate diet is by far your best weight loss option. So by eating resistant starches, you're really eliminating a lot of these carbohydrate calories out of your diet. And the fact that they're resistant to digestion, they're not digested in the small intestine like a typical carbohydrate, you don't get that insulin spike. So your blood sugar stays more neutral from this. That's a tremendous advantage from eating these resistant starches. So if you're concerned about insulin resistance, if you're eating tons of carbohydrates, try to switch over to these resistant starches. Okay, another tremendous benefit of these resistant starches is that they actually are more absorbed and digested in the colon, much further down the digestive tract. And what they do is they feed the good bacteria in your stomach. Now, this is the reason why people take probiotics to create this good bacteria. Eating resistant starches is like taking a prebiotic, a pre-probiotic. It actually creates a great environment for your stomach. The good bacteria just eats up these resistant starches, so you increase the amount of good bacteria. And you can say that in a way it kind of starves out the bad bacteria to create a great healthy environment for your stomach. So much disease is related to having poor digestion. Now, you have things like leaky gut, things along the lines of that, irritable bowel, colitis. There's so many diseases that are linked to having poor digestion and having too much of the bad bacteria in your stomach and not enough of the good bacteria. And these resistant starches just feed that good bacteria. They're one of the healthiest types of foods you can eat. Okay, now let's talk about what are resistant starches. Resistant starches, like there are some vegetables, for example, like sweet potatoes. Yams are resistant starches. Turnips, parsnips, these are all resistant starches. So I really recommend you start eating these foods on a daily basis. I eat them in my diet all the time. I really feel great. They're very, very satisfying. Plus, I don't get that insulin spike. I don't get that low sugar crash afterwards. For example, if I ate some, a white potato or something like that, I really think you should start incorporating these resistant starches into your diet. Okay, like another way, and this may seem kind of strange, another way you can take a normal carbohydrate and turn it into a resistant starch is if you actually let the carbohydrate go cold. For example, if you're eating white rice or if you're having a white potato and then you then you put them in the refrigerator and let them get cold, they chemically change and they become a resistant starch. Okay, so if you still really have to have your white rice and you have to have your white potatoes, you can cook them the day before, put them in the refrigerator overnight, and you can heat them up the next day, and then they become a resistant starch. They won't be digested in the small intestine. They'll go further down the digestive tract and they'll feed that good bacteria, just like a sweet potato, just like a yam, just like parsnips, just like turnips. These are all foods that I think you should be eating on a regular basis. I personally stay away from white rice and white potatoes, even when I let them go cold, because there are other things in those foods that I'm not really interested in. There's lectins. You know, I just finished reading Dr. Stephen Gundry's new book, The Plant Paradox. I absolutely love the book. I learned a lot about these resistant starches from reading his book. But I've really been trying to eat a lectin-free diet. Lectin is like a gluten is a lectin. So there are some lectins in potatoes and there are some lectins in white rice. So even though that's a resistant starch, I'm staying away from lectins. I've been off them for the last few weeks and I actually really do feel great. But I do eat a ton. I eat tons of parsnips, turnips, sweet potatoes, and yams. Well, I hope everyone really enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, you know, give me a thumbs up. If you're watching this on YouTube or on Facebook, like it, you know, subscribe to my channel. I really like to thank all the people that have already subscribed to my channel. And I always like to end these videos by saying that if you live in Westchester, New York, and you're looking for some nutritional coaching, you're looking to lose some weight, if you're looking for a great personal training gym to look me up. My name is Mike Cole, and my gym right now is in Mount Kisco. I'm called Mike Cole Cola Fitness. Take care, everyone, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.